Hey kids, so this is a quick review of the Gimbal Guru Mini C gimbal for 360 cameras. Picked it up a few days ago to give it a try for, easygoing walking around purposes, and I have to say, so far I'm really happy with it. Basically what it is, it's your run-of-the-mill gimbal, but what we have special is there's on the arms there's these weights which provide the counterweight for the system, which allows it to operate as such. So there's an interesting few things about the gimbal that are a little bit unexpected and perhaps in the future could maybe be changed. But for example, if you see what I'm doing here, the camera actually rotates against the direction I am rotating to keep it, how do you say, stable. This works fine when you're working with directional cameras such as your smartphone or DSLR, because you remain pointing that way at the same spot. However, actually, sometimes I, or the person holding the gimbal, might be the focus of the video itself. So in that case, it might make more sense if the camera actually rotated counter the intuitive direction so that it stayed focused on the person holding it. Just an idea. Otherwise, of course, these cameras cannot compensate for the Z-axis, which is this. So basically, you're still going to have to hold the camera relatively well. The gimbal certainly isn't going to reduce your need to be careful when you work. However, it does give you a lot more flexibility when walking. And, oops, now we're turning a little bit away. So there's a thumb dial on the bottom, right? So you can kind of use this to compensate. It's not as fast as maybe I would want to compensate for turning, but certainly you can use it to sort of kind of compensate for the fact that you're turning around to keep it more or less focused on yourself. So let me swing around. Now we're on the back lens. And as I walk forward, you can notice that the image is relatively stable, versus what it would be otherwise when holding it, which will give you a really jerky experience. Right now, I believe the Mini C is available from Gimbal Guru for $299. Works with the Samsung Gear 360, dual Kodak 4Ks, Ricoh Theta, Nikon Key Mission, and a variety of other cameras. So I think if you're the type of person who's going to be walking around using your 360 camera, you're doing some sort of local blogging in your 360 camera device, this is something that you're probably going to find to be worthwhile investment for the cost, because it's relatively affordable for what it offers. Otherwise, that's probably about it. I'm going to be looking forward to, in the future, testing some heavier duty gimbals. Certainly I would like to get something to work with the S1 or the S1 Pro, but once we start to get to cameras of that size, then of course we start to be talking about devices that are substantially heavier, so it's not exactly the same thing. However, for now, this will probably do me everything that I'll need from it, and it has a variety of other mounting options, which I'll get through in a little bit of a brief write-up so that you can see. But all in all, it's a pretty sweet device once you have it set up, and I'm thoroughly happy with it.